Hey guys, this is Chris Bagnesi. Most of you know me as a gymnastics official, but I'm also a registered dietitian or nutritionist. Your coaches have asked me to take a few minutes to talk to you guys about some healthy eating habits and some different snack ideas while you guys are isolated at home. I can see you guys are staying physically active through the Zoom app. You've been doing group conditioning or strengthening with your coaches and teammates. I think that's awesome. Keep it up. This is the best way to stay active and to maintain your strength from your gymnastic skills. This way you can get back into the gym and get back those routines and skills that you mastered this last year. So our physical activity level has changed because we're not in the gym 3 to 4 hours a day or 20 to 25 hours a week, depending on your level and the gym that you go to. So the physical activity has decreased, and probably our nutrition should be decreasing a little bit, or it should be changing to be a little bit healthier since we're not moving around as much. So a couple of the things I want to talk to you about is one of the first things is do not skip a meal, and that's starting with breakfast. We want to choose something that is nutrient dense and not calorie dense or an empty calorie. So nutrient dense is going to be something that's full of lots of good nutrients for us, full of vitamins and minerals. It's going to be higher in protein, good source of carbohydrates. We don't want it to be just full of empty calories, meaning it's just high in fat and sugar. Something like a dessert item like donuts or danishes or muffins, something like that. For breakfast, you should have something that is something like eggs, yogurt with fruit, oatmeal with a little bit of milk and brown sugar, something that's going to keep you satisfied and that's not just full of sugar. Another thing I want to talk to you about is we just said you're training less, so you may not need to be eating as much. I want you to listen to your body. A lot of times when you're training, you're hungry a lot because you're working out and you're burning so many calories. Well, you're not going to be burning as many calories at home, so you may not need that extra portion of pasta or mashed potatoes, and you may not need that extra snack in the middle of the day or at nighttime. So listen to your body. If you don't feel hungry, then you don't necessarily have to eat. Just because you always have that snack doesn't mean you have to have it if your body's not telling you that you're hungry. Another thing that I want you to do is stay busy, whether it's being physically active or doing things around the house as far as helping out with chores or doing homework. Don't just sit and watch TV because a lot of us start to eat out of boredom. If I'm bored, I may go to the fridge and eat something just because I have nothing else to do. It may not be because I'm hungry. I'm not hungry. I'm just doing it because I'm bored. So stay active and keep your mind busy because a lot of times when our mind isn't busy, we think about food. So stay active. Limit the empty calorie food items that we just talked about. That would be things like desserts and sweets, things like chips. They're pretty high in calories and they don't have a lot of nutritional value for us. Talking about some sugary beverages, those are full of empty calories. It's mostly just sugar. I looked up how much sugar is in a medium hot chocolate at like a Tim Hortons or a Dunkin' Donuts, and there are approximately 49 grams of sugar, and I measured that out. So this is what 49 grams of sugar looks like. So this is what you would be ingesting if you had a medium hot chocolate at, say, Tim Hortons. For every 4 grams of sugar, that's about 1 teaspoon of sugar. So this is about 12 teaspoons of sugar in that one drink. And that's probably more than you need to have of sugar in one day for extra sugar. If we're looking at a 12-ounce can of soda, this is soda water, so this isn't an example, but this is the size. So let's say we had 12 ounces of some kind of cola. That's equivalent to about 31 grams of sugar or 8 teaspoons. So that's what this looks like. So that's just extra calories, extra sugar that's really not doing anything for us nutritionally. So these are examples of empty calories. So you want to try to stay away from that. Just drink water. Water is going to keep us hydrated. There's no calories in it. If you guys are used to drinking Gatorade, try to choose water instead. Gatorade has got extra sugar in it that we don't need. It's great for you while you're working out to replenish the calories that you're burning, but you don't need that right now. I would also stay away from the low-calorie Gatorade. It's full of artificial sweeteners or the fake sugar that really isn't great for your body either. So a rule of thumb is just drink more water. I want you guys to try to avoid or limit your fast food. I know that some of your parents may be doing a lot of takeout to support the restaurants that are not open right now. So just think a little bit wiser when you're ordering some food. So let's say you wanted pizza or you wanted chicken fingers. Instead of ordering chicken fingers and french fries, get the chicken fingers and maybe get a veggie on the side or a side salad instead. So eat something that you like to treat yourself, but don't get the extra fried foods that are higher in calories, that are the empty calories. And if you're getting something like pizza, maybe have something for dessert that's a little bit healthier, like frozen yogurt or fruit, instead of having cake or ice cream or cookies along those lines. So just making small little adjustments so that we're limiting all the extra empty calories. Um, and then another tip I want to give you guys is when you're eating while you're watching TV or a movie while you're having a snack, say it's something like a bag of chips. I want you to portion out the food. Don't bring the bag of chips in the living room or your bedroom and just put your hand in the bag and just keep eating until you feel full. I want you to get a bowl and I want you to portion it out so that you're not just eating and eating. And choose smaller bowls or smaller serving sizes so that you're eating a little bit less. The bigger the bowl, the more chips or more food item you're going to put in there, and that's going to be more that you're going to eat, and maybe less of the nutrient-dense foods or the good foods that you're going to eat for your meal. And then a couple snack ideas for you guys in between meals would be Greek yogurt or any type of yogurt with fruit, or add a small amount of granola. You don't want to add a ton of granola. Granola can be pretty high in calories and sugar. Popcorn is great. They sell those individual bags that are about 100 calories, so that's a nice snack. Celery with peanut butter or apple slices with peanut butter. Cottage cheese, if you guys like cottage cheese, you can add fruit with that as well, and it's high in protein. That'll make you feel full longer. Anything that's very high in protein, you're going to feel full longer so that you're not looking for a snack 20 minutes later. Nuts are a great snack. Any type of cheese or string cheese, pair that, a couple slices of that with some pretzels or some crackers. If you guys like hummus, have some hummus with some veggie chips or sliced vegetables or pita chips. Hard-boiled eggs are a great option for a snack, and they're high in protein as well. And then you can make a fruit smoothie. Sometimes people use juice as the liquid. I often will use milk just to get some extra protein. So I'll mix some milk with maybe a half of a banana and about a half a cup of frozen berries. And then if you have protein powder, if you guys want to add that, if you guys are older, you don't need as much protein when you're younger. But if you guys are teenagers, maybe add a little bit of protein powder if you have that, and then mix that up. You could add a little bit of cocoa powder to make it taste like chocolate without adding extra sugar, or you can add a teaspoon or a tablespoon of peanut butter to add a little bit more protein and make it a little bit more substantial. So I hope you got something out of this little talk that we had. If you have any questions after your coaches have posted this, just leave a question in the comment and I will be glad to answer any of your questions. And guys, stay healthy and safe, and I'll see you guys next season.